Cool kid. What it is. Oh my. We're being invaded by kitty cats. How did the cat get so fat? Yeah. Anyway, cool kids. Today we're going to talk about, because we haven't talked about it in a while, silver stacking in 2025. Yeah, while I add up my delicious silvers and get them all entered into the Numista, which we're doing a daily entry, right? Daily entry. So what I have to do is I have to take something like this and what I should do is put it in a flip, which is what I think I'll do. Well, it's already in an envelope, I guess. That is a nice 1949 quarter, though. I don't know, it's super nice, but it's pretty nice. Anyway, we'll have to put that in the computer, and then we'll have to put in this $64 that we got for $6.53. But I'm starting to realize something, cool kids. Most silver stackers don't really consider this silver, even if it is $1.64 for $5 worth of silver or so. They don't care. They say it's scrap, it's crap. No one gives a flap. It's not even good, so why you bring it to our hood? And I say to them, how many 1953 coins do you have with luster on them for under melt? That's all I say to them. That's what I say. I don't know what you guys say. That's what I say. But the haters are going to hate, okay? They're going to hate. And they are everywhere. And all you got to do, folks, is persevere. Persevere. Make it clear that you are here and you are not going to change gears, because we are the dynamic stackers. Everybody's got ASCs. I've got ASCs, right? Yeah, that's right. Everybody can get them. There ain't a damn ASC you can't get right now. Name one. In the comments, I want to hear about it. One ASC you can't get. Now, you might have to pay for like a 96. I think it was 96. You know, you might have to pay a little more for an 86, but you can go get it. It's there, right? But there's stuff out there that you don't just go get anywhere near melt. It just ain't around. For example, you're not going to get something like this near melt unless you're, getting it near melt. But that's not the point. The point is, there's not a lot of that around. The mintage on that, I think, was like 20,000 coins in 1872. It might have been 40. I don't know. It's pretty damn low. I'm in the Canadian book, so it's going to be hard to find a rare coin, I'll be honest with you guys, but they're here. There are, some of these coins, especially if you consider condition, can get pretty scarce. I would surmise, actually, to all of you, that an ASE, right, that's been circulated would be more scarce than one that's in mint condition. So there's a little juxtaposition of realities for you. Here you go. Here's a fairly nice Canadian quarter. It's a little above melt though, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll pay $1 over melt for a coin from 1874. I don't know if you guys would. I would. I'm crazy like that. But it's scrap. It's crap. It's no good. It's whack. We ain't got no time for that, Blackjack. Now, Return of the Mag. All I'm saying is you can get, this is just my experience, you don't catch a lot of people sleeping on the U.S. stuff, all right? It just doesn't happen very often. It happens, trust me, I know, but it doesn't happen very often. Most people can quote to you the price of a damn Morgan dollar, no matter what year it is, what mint, off the top of their head. And then they start talking about VAMs and all this, right? Could you imagine if some of these older Canadian coins got that kind of attention, right? And I get it, you gotta go where the market's hot. But all I'm saying is, there are sleepers out there. There's sleepers out there, man. You know, all this Edward VII stuff. If you can get it in decent shape, man, I grab it every time. It's not... That stuff was heavily circulated. You know, it's kind of like finding a walker in good shape. It just don't happen very often, okay? You grab it if it's at a decent price. That's all I'm saying. Just be cognizant of that. Think about what's going on. You know, view the attack and take it. I always grab these little death dollars every time I see them. Right? If they're near melt, I grab them. Because why wouldn't you? You'd have to be crazy not to. Right? Little death dollars everywhere. Just a death dollar for you, a death dollar for me, death dollars everywhere. I mean, it doesn't matter. Look, this one was $4.28. $4.28 for the death dollar, man. Does it get any cooler than that? Yes, it does. But does it get cooler than that very often? Hell no, it doesn't. And that's what I'm saying. You gotta find the simple joys when you're stacking your silver. You gotta find the stuff that, you know, tickles your fancy and isn't too fancy unless you want fancy. And if you want fancy, grab fancy. You can be Mr. Fancy Pants. You can be that guy. Everybody knows that guy or gal. You can be a gal. Stacking isn't just for dudes. I mean, most stackers are dudes. Let's be real. Can we be real? Can we have real talk? I like real talk. Hashtag real talk. Most stackers are dudes. You know, I go to coin shows and I look at YouTubes and I have seen female stackers. They definitely exist. But I've noticed that a lot of them don't stick around too long. And those that do are few and far between. That's what I'll say about female stackers. I don't know what it is. You know, well, they're actually, you know, psychologists actually talk about this. You know, the more they study gender and sex and all that. And I'm no expert, and I'm not giving you any financial advice or advice on the sexes, the battle of the sexes. But I will say this. In general, as a general rule, men are concerned with things. Not that they're materialistic, but that they are concerned with the world around them to such an extent that items and valuables and the way things work, so like mechanics, engineering, things, you know, not so much, you know, silver and gold. I mean, that's part of it, but it's all part of a much larger thought process, which is the world outside of the village, right? Because I like to break human existence down to a village because it's literally how we're genetically programmed to process the world. We're not actually equipped to process large populations. Your brain is unable to intimately know more than 140 people or so. Anything above that, right, is just overkill. It's too much for your brain to process. You start conflating things. You just cannot confidently or safely, mentally understand the scale and scope of society. So if you live in a large city, you actually become less connected to the people around you. It's very interesting stuff. Anthropologists have been really studying it lately. But anyway, women are into people. Their primary concern in life is people. If you think about it from an evolutionary standpoint, it will start making a lot of sense. Imagine a caveman village, yeah? Where hunters and gatherers abound, right? Hunters and the gatherers what do hunters and gatherers do? They go out and they hunt and they gather. And during this process, they run into other tribes. And what happens to a lot of the men in these environs and conditions, especially, the older and weaker they get? Well, we already know the answer. They die. So, what do the women do in this circumstance? Well, they have to take care of the kids. They have to keep the household going. They have to make sure everything at the village is still good when the next tribe comes in, right? And they have to take a new husband if they're still in childbearing years. And if they don't, guess what? They're no good to the new tribe. So they're dead. Those people were all killed off a long time ago. So, yeah, people skills and worrying about people is literally the primary function, traditionally, now I'm not saying nowadays, but traditionally, of the female. And if you believe that is conditioned and not genetic, you're not paying any attention to reality, because you know what? I'll let you guys get into the studies on that. There have been plenty of studies. There's no question at this point. There's no doubt in anyone's mind about how this actually works. So, I can't say anyone's. There are some dumbasses out there, but so it's very interesting to me. This is all interesting stuff. We're just having a little tableside chat while I get ready to enter in. I'm going to enter in another page. Remember, we're doing a page a day of this crap, this Canadian crap. It's we're on like week 3 of this. My God, I don't even want to open some. Listen, guys, I'll be honest with you. I have to go to the storage place, grab tubs of silver and go through it. And I'm gonna go back, but I can't put every Canadian coin I have in a flip, okay? Because if I did, I would have, here. Let's see what I'm talking about. God, that's heavy. God. All right, that's one book. If I took the stuff I had loose or in tubes, and I put that shit in flips, right? Well, let me just put it to you like this. This book that's already very heavy and full of dollars and quarters and half. This is the dollar. You should see the dime and fish scale book. It's even thicker than this. It doesn't weigh as much, but it is much thicker. You just get pages and pages of this stuff. And I would be, look, there's no way. So, Tom's coins, I give him flack about keeping his silver loose. But I keep most of my Canadian silver loose. Okay, it's not even close. But each bag is individually marked with how much I paid for the bag. So it's not loosey-goosey like Tom's coin stuff, which I'm not calling him out, but I am calling him out. I'm just saying I'm not calling him out. How about that? But he's not wrong that it's not worth flipping everything you get. Okay, you don't want to flip every damn coin you get. That's crazy town. Unless you have all the flips. I ran out of flips doing that last big silver purchase I made a couple months ago. I literally ran out of everything except penny size flips. Like, I'm out of anything. I mean, that's how many I'm out of quarter size flips. I ain't got none. They're out. So I have to buy some more, which is fine. But honestly, guys, let's talk about silver in 2025. As long as the price is over $30 an ounce, I'm not going to buy. I'm going to buy, if I see a steal, I might buy that. But I am not going to break my neck to raise my dollar cost average when I already have a base position in what's, I guess I bought the wrong stuff. I've seen several videos on the topic of me buying the wrong stuff. Not me specifically, but this stuff, this Canadian stuff specifically. But not about me. Like, no one's called me out. Well, one person called me out, but we cool because that guy's awesome. And that is our old friend, the Kansas Kid. The Kansas Kid is my hombre. Yeah, my main man. He's a couple states away, though. That's a nice price for that. You know what I like? I like these gold backs. How do we feel about these gold backs, guys? I don't know. Is this one of the good ones? I don't know. You guys tell me. I bought this a while back. Yeah, I don't even know what the good ones are. I know that they're collectible now or some such nonsense. But, yeah, gold back. So, silver 2025. Until the stock market crashes, you know, I don't think silver's going to really be. Now, if you don't have your base position, you might still dollar cost average, right? But right now, if it's me, if it's any of the big stackers that I know, I'm not buying a lot of silver. If I see a deal, I'll grab it. Yeah, I'm always ready for a deal. And I understand why the market's cooled down, because no one knows what's going to happen. I mean, do you guys have any idea how nervous you'd have to be? Now, that's short term. Long term, silver's going to $50 an ounce. I'm not giving investment advice again, but this stuff will hit $50 an ounce again, and it will do it way sooner than I think many people are going to be ready for. In the next 10 years, I believe silver will hit $50 an ounce, and I believe there's a small chance it could happen this year. But the reason I don't think it's going to happen this year is because I believe the stock market and the equities, not just stocks, bonds, currencies, I believe they're all going to disintegrate to an extent. Like, there's going to be a fallback, a major correction. Okay, and I think that initially this stuff's going to go down. It's going to take a hit. It's going to take a big hit at first, and then, well, what do people do when they're scared? They go to safety. What is safer than this stuff? And the answer is there really isn't anything safer than this stuff, other than, basic essentials. Land, I would say land is probably a safer investment than this stuff. If you owned, it's all land or mineral rights, stuff like that. So practical stuff, water rights, which I don't even know if you can buy those. I think actually the state owns that stuff. So, except where there's disputes between borders. So really, having a functioning well is obviously going to be more valuable to you as a person than having silver. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you could do a lot worse than this if you're looking for safety. Anyway, I'm going to tally this stuff up. I'm not even going to bore you guys. Well, I might. Hold on. Let me do that. Let me bore you guys. Oh, before I come back and bore you, I wanted to call out another of my buddies. So, two buddies, but one of them I'm very happy to see back, and that's Poor Man's Gold. Welcome back, buddy. And then the Pirate Stacker. And you know what? I got so many people to call out. I'm just going to start tagging everybody in my videos. But let me enter some stuff, and I hope you guys don't mind being tagged. Let me know if you do. Cool, kids. All right, real quick, we're going to look at our Numista total and see how much it's changed if you've been paying attention. Yeah, you know that we've still all Canada. We now have 4.81 kilograms, and we spent $3,287. All right, we're about $300 under per kilo. $300. Well, yeah, give or take $300 under. Have an amazing day. Final collections of dreams. If you can't find them, don't blame me. I'm trying to show them to you. That took 5 hours to go through all that. I like being $300 per kilo under. That's a good number. That is how you effectively stack silver. Although if I got into the larger bags, it would be even better, because that's where I really killed it, in the bulk lots. So yeah, I definitely, after doing this, it has been advantageous to me, because I now feel that my stacking style is paying off, because ultimately I know I can sell that. I am not quite $300 under melt per kilo. I want you to think about that, but I am really close, within $7. So that is outstanding, and that's counting that huge stupid lot I bought at $37 an ounce. So yeah, we're killing it, man. We'll see how it goes as I do this. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe in the comments, and I hope you have an amazing day.